Here with John Simpson. John, what was that second day of padded practice like just out there?
It was intense. I feel like intense is the best word that I can use. This competition all around. It was intense. It was fun.
Now, that physicality that Aaron Glenn is kind of instilling in this team, also that competition, how much is that benefiting just not only your direct play, but just the overall offense?
I think it's huge, man. Like, we got a lot of young guys. It's a young team. So coming in with that attitude and just implementing that from day one is super huge. And it's going to take this team a long way for sure.
What has your messaging kind of been to some of those younger guys on the team and how you're helping lead that physicality and this offense?
My biggest thing is just dominate. I tell them that every time we get in the huddle. Dominate. I don't care who's in front of you. You might get beat, but next play. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. That's really what it's all about. Just coming back, play after play after play, and just trying to be the same person every play.
Now, what was it like yesterday with that O-line, D-line, one-on-one drills where I know a couple of the guys, Byron Cowart was talking about, he was saying, like, hit me in the head, I don't care. Was that kind of energy palpable to you yesterday?
Oh, for sure. One-on-ones is, one-on-ones. Like I said, you win some, you lose some. I'm going against a guy like Quinnen, so he's one of the best in the league. And I don't want to go against anybody else, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's making me better, and I'm trying my best to make him better. And I can say the same thing about every guy that's going against each other.
Last couple for you. What was it like, that difference with Quinnen with the pads on versus those couple practices before when there weren't any pads on?
Yeah, I mean, Quinnen is one of those guys he's strong, very strong. He's quick. He's got some twitch to him. He may not look like it, but he does. It's just you got to be ready for that power because that's the next step in the game. Once you put pads on, is just power at that point. We got all the smarts and stuff out the first couple of days, and now it's time to actually hit. So.
Now, I know the offense is still kind of finding their rhythm, but what is your kind of next thing for this O-line to really attack and master?
Just the details. Coach says it all the time. Just focusing on the small details because the small details lead to bigger details. And once we get all those things hunkered in, and we'll be fine.
Awesome. Appreciate the time, John.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Here with Mason Taylor. Mason, how has the second day of padded practices gone for you in your mind?
I think they've been pretty good. Knocking the rust off, getting the pads and the physicality things of it. But I mean, it's definitely a new thing for me. And getting out here in the heat, pushing through it. I got to get better and better every single day. But we're out here and we're competitive, so it's been great so far.
Do you feel like you've had to adjust things from your game from OTAs to now, especially with the pads coming on?
I mean, it's just, sticking to the fundamentals and really being locked into all those small details as you do without pads. So, I mean, putting all those things together and doing it is the most important thing right now. So doing that and doing it on a hot day like this and really pushing through it in the mental side of things is the biggest thing.
Now, Coach AG kind of called out your blocking ability in his press conference the other day and said how impressed he was by it. He knew you were a good blocker, but he didn't expect you to be this good. He said, why do you think your blocking is so effective and such a strength of your game?
I just think being well-rounded as a tight end, I mean, it's always something I try to pride myself on. It's kind of doing everything we're asked to do. And I think the coaches here really try to harp on that and emphasize, me in the run game a little bit more. So trying to, critique my fundamentals, the footwork, the hand placement, all that type of stuff is something I've been trying to do better and better every single day and kind of taking that step to become a better blocker.
Now, what about your kind of connection and chemistry with quarterback Justin Fields? How do you feel like that's been progressing, and maybe what's that next step for you guys?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, I think it starts on the practice field. So getting out here and getting on the same page, it's all about trust. So if I could do it in practice, I could do it in the game and, keep hitting those plays that we're doing in practice and, having that trust that I'm going to be there in the right place at the right time is the biggest thing for any ball catcher, and that's the biggest thing right now.
Now, last one for you. What is maybe the thing that you're focusing most on aspect of your game, or maybe it was a critique that a coach had that you're kind of trying to master in these next few practices?
I think, like I said earlier, I think with the pads coming on, everything's happening a lot faster. So in the run game, just the fundamentals, footwork, getting your feet in the ground, getting your hand placement, pad level down. Those little things, I know I keep saying it's fundamentals, but it really is the difference. So doing that when pads come on and really being consistent with that is the biggest thing.
Awesome. Appreciate the time, Mason.
Thank you.